What is going on, guys? This is Will from FM Tactics, and we are back with another team in our team guide series. I know it's been a break from FM 20, but we are back with FM 21, and this is our first team in our team guide series where we take a team, look at their players, and build the best tactic possible for them. Today we're here with Liverpool from the Premier League, so let's take a closer look at their team. So we'll take a closer look at their club info. Here we can see their past positions, so they've done very good in the league for some time now. Obviously, the 2019-2020 season, they finished first place. So we're going to try to repeat that. We're just taking a look at their club vision. So here we want to play attacking soccer, or play attacking football. Develop players using the club's youth system. Sign players under the age of 23 for the first team, and play entertaining soccer or football. Here's some of their 5-year plan. If you're thinking about taking over Liverpool, some of the things to consider. And taking a look at their finances, we see that they have 23 million in a transfer budget, payroll of 201 million. Now you can adjust this, so you can go up to 25 million or you can go up to 225 million for the payroll budget. They do have quite a bit of money to spend. Knowing Liverpool, they never spend too much for incredible players. Obviously, there are some exceptions, but they're very good with the money they do have. Looking over here at the team report, we can see some of the weaknesses. Goalkeepers can be eccentric. Yeah, that's not that big of a problem. Here we do have the question of depth. So in real life, they have a lot of injuries, and they don't have many backup players, so you do want to look into backup players for them. Obviously, they don't have too many weaknesses, and they have a lot more strengths to weaknesses. So starting off with the competitions, looking first at the Premier League, the board expects us to win the Premier League. We'll go over here to the season preview. We're predicted to finish in second place, so our goal is going to try to finish above Manchester City. For the FA Cup, the board expects us to reach the final. And FA Community Shield and the Carabao Cup are not important, so we're not going to worry about that. The Champions League, the board expects us to reach the semifinal, so it's going to be a hard task, but I think this team has the capability to do that. Looking over here, this is a tactic that I think would best suit Liverpool. So we have a gegenpress with the positive mentality. I think positive mentality is the best option because we always want to go into a match thinking we're going to win. Obviously, if we're not playing as well, we can go into attacking. And if we're up in a game, we can go into balanced, cautious, or defensive. In possession, fairly wide attacking width, pass into space, play out defense, focus play down the left and right. Standard passing, extremely high tempo. We're going to work ball into the box and run at defense. With Liverpool, they're obviously incredible down the flank, so we want to exploit that strength. In transition, counter press, counter. We're going to distribute to the center backs and fullbacks. Out of possession, we're going to use the offside trap. Much higher line of engagement, much higher defensive line, so we're going to be very aggressive. They're going to force opposition inside. In the midfield, I've decided to go very much defensive, and players that are leaders and can tackle with great work rate. Pressing intensity, extremely urgent, and we're going to prevent short goalkeeper distribution. So these are the players that I decided to choose for the tactic and formation. First, we're going to start off with Alisson, so I decided to put him as a sweeper keeper on attack. No added instructions other than the preset ones. So he's obviously incredible with the ball, so I feel like the sweeper keeper on attack would fit him the best. Van Dijk, he's a ball-playing defender on defend, no added instructions. He's obviously incredible on the ball, incredibly physically. So we'll be taking more risks, so just in case he gets a little too high up or he loses the ball, we're going to have Matip to back him up, so he's going to take fewer risks and mark tighter. Obviously very good, not as good as Van Dijk, physically and technically, but still can do an incredible job. Next we have Robertson, Alexander-Arnold, so they just have the set wing-back on attack instructions. Both very similar, both very good on the ball. Robertson's obviously a little bit better physically, but still both really, really incredible fullbacks. Next we have Fabinho, so I decided to take fewer risks and tackle harder. So he's really just going to be a defensive option, 16 tackling, physically very, very good too, mentally very good, just a very good all-around player. Next we have Henderson, decided to put him as a deep line playmaker on support. So here obviously he's very good technically. I decided to include him because he has a model citizen personality and he is a leader on the pitch. Milner, Also decided to include as a box-to-box. Now you can put Keita or Wijnaldum, obviously two incredible players. I decided to include Milner. As we take a look here, just because obviously he's a model citizen. Incredible mentally, technically very good. Physically not the best with acceleration and pace, but obviously very, very good. He's going to have take fewer risks and shoot less often. Salah and Mane, both inside forwards on attack, going to have shoot more often. If we take a look here, I mean, incredible elite winger. Both of them are going to try to cut inside to score. And Firmino, other than dribble more and take more risks, he's going to have shoot less often and mark specific position. So with this, I decided to put the defensive midfielder just so he can mark the opposition's team's creative player. He's obviously going to be more defensive than Salah or Mane. So overall, I think this would be the best tactic possible. So what would happen is we would have Alisson push up over here. We're going to have Alexander-Arnold move all the way up here. As well as Robertson, he's going to move up and down the flanks. Mane is going to cut inside. Salah is going to cut inside here. We have Henderson kind of stick more to his position right here. Milner is going to go up and down the middle. We're going to have Fabinho kind of stick to this midfield position. This really provides us with some midfield solidity, and we're going to have a lot of pace on the flanks. We're really just going to go from the flanks to attack inward. Usually what I like to do is just build this tactic from the players that they have at the start of the season. So sometimes you might not have the finances to bring in new players, and you just have to deal with what's at the club. So this is the best tactic possible for all these players. So I encourage everyone to give this a try and let me know in the comment section below what you think of this tactic and formation. I think with this, they can make it really far into the Champions League and they can definitely win the Premier League. I think this provides both an attacking formation but with really good defensive solidity here in the field. So Milner, Henderson, Fabinho are obviously very hard workers, so you can obviously make them more into Metzelas, which kind of go over here to fill the space, or Carvalheiros, which kind of are more of like a defensive version of Metzala. So you can obviously make them some of that, or really play around with the players with this tactic and formation. Subs, so their backup goalkeeper, they have Adrian, very good backup, no complaints here. Take a look at Joe Gomez, obviously, again, another really, really good center back. Probably up there with Matip. He can probably start in his position if you would like. Thiago, another potential starter. Here it says regular starter. Phenomenal mentals and technicals. Really, really good passer. Acceleration's okay compared to everyone else, but could also be a starter for you. Here we have Origi. Can play on that left wing or striker, so just a player for depth, really. All right, Wijnaldum. So here we have deep line playmaker, can also be a box-to-box. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, very, very versatile, can play anywhere here in the midfield. Diego Jota, really, really young, 23, potentially start over Firmino, or you can put him on left wing or right wing if someone gets injured. Kostas Tsimikas, great backup for Robertson just in case something goes wrong, gets injured. Shaqiri, really, really good technically. You could probably train him to be playing the midfield. I don't know how much game time he's going to have. There's going to be a lot of competition. Minamino, again, really, really versatile, really good dribbler, flair, and can basically play anywhere along here, striker, left wing, right wing. Naby Keita in the midfield, very good dribbling, technique, mentally incredible. Really, a lot of these players are really good. Just subject of really game time for them, still have the opportunity. Obviously, if they get injured, who's going to be the next man up? So in terms of substitutes, Liverpool has really good depth. I would say they can use even more depth. You can obviously go here to the developmental center and probably bring up some players from the under 23. Curtis Jones, obviously, big prospect. We have a lot of great players in the under 23 and under 18s to come in to provide some more depth. That's going to be the end of the video. Let us know in the comments section below what other team you would like to see next. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we release a new video, and give the video a like. Until next time, FM Tactics